Good afternoon and welcome to Through the Static. This is Stephen the Medium, your host, with my handsome co-host...
Coach Elix. Coach Elix is in the house.
Coach Elix is here and it's Wednesday. We've got Mark behind the scenes, like the Wizard of Oz, just pressing all these buttons so this show goes on, and he always does a great job. So, and also does, I always give the shout out at the end, but I'm going to change it and give you the shout out at the beginning that he does his show, Mark's Jukebox, 3 to 5 before my show. So check it out because it's a great show. So how is everybody? I hope everybody's doing well. Elix, how are you?
I am doing amazing. I'm fantastic. I couldn't be better, Stephen.
Well, that's good. I did have, as I was talking on Facebook Live, I did have a situation this week that I was cleaning some stuff outside and I was pulling apart this Christmas. As Liz said, Liz on Facebook Live said it's called a kissing ball. The Christmas, balls that you hang up for decoration, and I was pulling it apart because the middle has styrofoam and I can't throw the styrofoam into the woods. So I'm pulling it apart and I look down, and the second I look down, I see that there is a yellow jacket. What a yellow jacket is doing there, I have no idea, but he was, and as soon as I noticed him, a sting, I yelled so loud that the contractor, and I was saying on Facebook Live, our houses, the neighbors are not close. As a matter of fact, when it's summertime, we can't even see the houses, right, Elix? And one side of the house is even further away. That's the one, because I was in front of the house. And the contractor, actually, I saw him back up to get more in the clearing to see what was going on because I yelled so loud. Are you surprised?
Well, no, not really, because I know how dramatic you are. And just explain, you yell so loud because you got sting?
I got stung, yeah. It hurt.
Stung, yeah.
It hurt. Yeah. It hurt bad. And then I went in to see, you weren't home, I went in to see Consuelo because, what was it? Was it 40 years she was a nurse?
She was a nurse for 45 years.
45 years. And so I told her, abeja bit me. Abeja is bee in Spanish. And she looked at it, and then she just sort of waved me off like, yeah, that's nothing.
And I'm toughen out, buttercup. Yes.
Woman, I could die, and you're waving me off. I could just walk outside like a cow and just fall and collapse in the pasture, and I'm done because of this bee.
Yes.
I don't know. There was absolutely, I didn't seem like I got the empathy I needed. And then the bottom of my thumb swelled up a little bit, and it was very traumatic. Just saying. Yeah. Very traumatic.
Yeah. I'm surprised we didn't end up in the ER because, you feel that you need, emergency care.
Well, no, I wouldn't go to the ER, but I'll tell you, that's the second time in my entire life I've been stung. I've actually been, and I'm sure there's people that have never been stung, but I feel I've been lucky because the first time I was stung was, I think, the year before we left Norton, and I was cutting the hydrangeas, and I'm like, a bee just comes out. I'm like, I'm not even near your house. Like, was this really necessary to come and sting me? Seriously. That hurt, but it didn't last as long as this one. This one, I think, was just waiting for me all Christmas, was just in that Christmas ball and was just waiting for me to tear that apart and get me. So, just saying.
Well, despite all the pain and suffering you've gone through over the past day, last 24 hours, you're still very lucky because a lot of people who get stung like that, they can swell up, they can have allergic reactions, they can have some pretty serious side effects. So you were just fine.
No, and people that know that carry, is it an EpiPen?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's called.
If you're allergic, if you have a serious allergy, yes.
Yeah,
you could actually die.
Well, in Norton, when I was stung, don't you remember? I was concerned because I had never been stung before, and if I had no idea whether I was going to have a reaction. Of course, I didn't. But yeah, for people that have that very severe reaction, that's tough. That's very, very tough and very scary. But I have to just say before we take our first break, something I shared on Facebook Live. I went to my office today, and again, I haven't opened my office since March of 2020, and I keep saying I'm going to, and I am. But I stopped there, and I'm not there. Weeks can go by, and I'm not there. But I go there because I have this banana plant, right? It's beautiful, isn't it? It's huge.
Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, and so I need to take care of it and water it. And the great thing is it can go a while without water. So, but I'm always there to take care of it, and it's doing very well. So I stopped there, and I had a box in front of my door. So I took the gift home, and I opened it up. It is a beautiful one page on both sides letter. And I said to Elix, I love it because it's written in cursive. It's just so beautiful. And when I opened the box up, it was a box of clear quartz crystals that were dug up by this particular individual from the Arizona desert. Elix, how cool is that?
That's incredible. Incredible. Like that she took the time to go and dug these beautiful crystals to send to you. It's really awesome.
You know, I had a reading with her, and I think I started with her daughter who lives in Arizona. I think I don't know how she found me, but she set up a reading, and then her mom did a reading, and her mom was just so happy with her reading and who came through and the validations that she said to me at the end, do you like crystals? And I said, I do. I said, I only have one, but I do like crystals. And she said she was going to go into the Arizona desert and dig up and find clear quartz. I just, the fact that she, like you said, Elix, that she went out and spent time and energy, and I'm sure it's not that easy to find them, and to dig them and get them and mail them to me is amazing. And I haven't even emailed her yet because this happened today, and I was sort of pressed for time getting here and getting ready for the show. So as soon as the show's over, I will be emailing her and thanking her and just telling her how much I appreciate these crystals. Yeah. So
do I.
Yeah, I was going to say, and you picked your own.
Yes, I did.
And what about Mama?
And so did Mom.
Yeah,
so I went down, and you helped us with the exercise of, holding them and creating an intention, and you also smudged them to make sure that any negative energies were removed. So it's really wonderful to have them with us.
Yeah, and if you are getting crystals, make sure that when you pick them and you bring them home, it is always very, very wise and beneficial to smudge them. If you don't know what smudge is, it's just getting a white sage, or I always say rosewood, whatever you want. You can Google it if you've never smudged and just look it up, and you can go to a spiritual store. Amazon sells them. And you put the crystal, if it's one, on the counter or wherever, and light up the sage. And I always use white sage. It's my go-to. So I lit up the white sage, and with a feather, I just force the smoke of the sage to go on the crystal to cleanse it from or get rid of any toxins or negative energy, anything like that. And that's the first piece, because what you're doing, this process, is that you're making the crystal your own. That's what you want. And then once that's done, and as I told Elix, you put them in your hands, you close your hands, and you set the intention. And the intention really is, you're making your intention is to make this crystal your own, to be part of your energy, and to connect with the energy from your energy to the crystals, and vice versa from the crystals to yours. Didn't it feel good doing that process, Elix?
Yeah, I never thought of it, and it really was awesome to be. You almost felt like creating a connection with the crystal.
Yes,
and
I agree,
and I loved it. So,
and I mentioned that crystals, a lot of people don't know, is crystals are constantly changing, and they are almost like they are clay. I use the clay example for a different reason, but this is also a good one. It's as if the clay is moving and adaptable to your energy. So depending on each day, and the more the crystal gets to know you, the quicker and faster the absorption is from yourself and your crystal, as well as the energy going back and forth, what's called running energy, your energy to the crystal, the crystal to you, its energy. it gets better and better and better. It's forever changing. So there's so much about crystals, Elix. This like you recharging crystals, and I mean, it's just it's a great thing when it's a full moon to put your crystals outside and just keep them outside all night or in the windowsill wherever the moon can hit them. That recharges them. So it's really cool.
And the other thing that you mentioned is that you shouldn't allow strangers to touch your crystals.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's really a personal preference. For me, I just don't like people touching my crystals because it's again, it's like if someone touches them, it's like their fingerprint is on it, and all that energy that they have. And I'm not saying that they would have negative energy, but you don't know, and you don't want other people's energy on your crystals. So it's best not to touch them. A lot of times when you go into spiritual stores with these crystals, especially the bigger ones, you'll see "do not touch." There's a reason for it because it just keeps giving more and more energy, your energy and other people's energy to the crystal. I mean, you're going to clear it, hopefully, and clean it anyway. But you're right, Elix. I would prefer if people that like you, Elix, you can touch them. You're part of my whole meditation circle, so you're always part of it, part of my meditation, being protected. So, but anybody else, it's just my preference, and I'm sure there's people out there that don't care and feel like their crystals are just as good. So, but anything else, Elix, before we take a break?
I don't think so. I think
You're
it's
so
time.
concise and
I
like.
think it's time that we take a break and we bring people in because I know they're dying to talk to you.
What
And
for
connect with their loved
for
ones.
line dancing? Is that what we're going to do? All right. So 508-222-1320. I did put on social media that today I am taking calls if you've never, and only people that I have never read before. That's what today's all about. So we'll be right back. Welcome back to Through the Static. This is Stephen the Medium, and Elix is with me. Coach Elix, are you there?
I am here.
It's a little delayed, but
Well,
he's
it's
here.
delayed because I want to make sure I mute myself so that I don't interrupt your callers.
Oh, okay. Well, that's very, very considerate.
There you
So
go.
let me do this. Let me go to the first caller who has been waiting. Hi, this is Stephen. Who's this?
Courtney.
Did you say Courtney?
Yep.
Hi, Courtney. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good too. So, Courtney, what's the birthday or anniversary that's really close to you? Come on, you can do it. You can do it. There's I keep feeling this grandmother. A grandmother keeps stepping forward and showing me a bouquet of flowers, which is always my sign for there's a birthday or an anniversary. It could be an anniversary of death, Courtney. It's either 2 weeks back or 2 weeks forward, but it's really close. It could be you, sibling, mom, dad.
I really can't put my finger on it.
Just keep it with you. It will come.
All
And
right.
who's the is your middle name an A? Who's the A? Who's like the Ann or Anthony or the A name?
I have a cousin Anthony, but that's the only thing I can think of.
Are you drinking?
No.
I'm kidding.
No.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So I know this. It sounds weird that it could be. Even though you're, is your you got one grandmother passed, right?
Right. No. Yes.
I think you really are drinking. Yes, no, yes, no. One grandma's crossed, right?
Yes.
And one is here.
Yep.
I thought so. So just know that this is simple. I don't even have to say it's mama or dad's side. You know which one it is. So she just keeps saying, she keeps hugging you and hugging you, but she seems like she's been away for a while. Or were you younger when she died, or has she been cross for a while?
We had a disconnect. I really only met her twice. And when she passed, my family was trying to find me to say our goodbyes, and I never got to.
Wow, my God, Courtney, there's the separation or the distance that she just keeps showing me. It's just in a fantastic way, Courtney, to make sure you know that on her end, she's so good and how much she loves you, and there's nothing that, nothing left unsaid. Everything is everything that was necessary. And, she just said to me, even in those 2 times that you met her, was something that she held on to in her heart. But I'll tell you, Courtney, she also she just keeps taking responsibility, and it feels as if she takes responsibility in the sense that she's not speaking up, or she's not saying something. So I don't know what the family dynamics are. All I can tell you is that how much she loves you. Richard Robert, who's the Richard Robert Ryan person connected to you?
I'm not sure.
I love these dramatic pauses as soon as I ask something.
Because I'm really trying to think.
I know. I'm kidding, Courtney. The great thing is, on Facebook Live, on WARA, these shows are recorded, so you can go back to them and listen, and that happens all the time. But your grandmother just said to me 12. So there's something in December, birthday or anniversary, or the 12th of the month, and she just said, you better get this.
It's my birthday. My birthday's January 12th.
I knew it. I just said to your grandma, will you please give me something that she'll get? And she laughed, and she just is giving you this big, big hug. And I'll tell you, Courtney, that grandma is around all the time, but she keeps pointing to your dad. Is that her son?
Yes, it is.
I thought so. She keeps pointing to him, but he's still here, right?
He is, yes.
So she It's very interesting. She keeps also putting a lot of white light around your dad. And when I see that, it just always usually means, just giving that added support of whatever is going on in life. And I know everyone has stuff going on in their life, right? So it happens all the time, but it's just one of those things that just make sure, Courtney, you know that your grandmother is with you every single second and is a cheerleader and a guardian angel for you. And if you ever need something, you got to make sure you remember to ask her, okay?
Okay.
All right, Courtney, listen, thank you so much. A lot of love to you and have a great night.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you. Bye-bye. And let's go. I'm going to go to, I love Courtney's energy. I'm going to go to the next caller. Hi, this is Steven. Who's this?
This is Melinda.
Hi, Melinda.
Hi.
Hi. How are you, Melinda? I love your energy, Melinda. As soon as I hear your voice, I love it.
I'm good, thank you.
Melinda, two. Are you one of two kids? What's the two? Two.
No.
Two. Wait, do you have two siblings? I can't tell if it's two siblings together or someone's. No, it would only be you. You have siblings?
I have siblings, and I would have had 2 children.
Okay, so did you lose one?
Yes.
Okay, got it. I thought I was right with those 2 kids. And where's the boy come in? Is the boy here?
Yes.
Okay. I just heard my brother. You have to know, Melinda, did you know did you know the sex?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, one of the great things, I don't remember, readings and, especially on the radio, these voices are distorted. So I didn't know I ever did that for you. All I can tell you is that, it's very interesting that your son, everybody in spirit just keeps putting so much white light and energy on your son, and just keeps talking about who he is in what a special soul. And did someone have like David or Don or who's the D connected to you?
My cousin, Delia.
Is that a he or she?
She.
But is she still here?
No, she's crossed.
Wow. I love that when just like random, I shouldn't say random because it's your cousin, right? But that how like loved ones just come forward and just let you know that she's here and she's also around you. Breakfast. Why do I keep hearing breakfast? Is it like, I don't know, do you do, is it like a breakfast event or is there something connected to breakfast?
We love breakfast in general, but nothing that I can think of.
Melinda, me too. No, you know what? It feels are you a Rhode Island girl?
No, Mass.
I was gonna say maybe breakfast. I don't know what this is. Well, let me put it this way, Melinda. Keep this with you. Somebody, and it feels a father energy, whether this is dad or grandfather, but it's a dad energy. And he keeps talking about breakfast is like someone goes to breakfast and something happens. And this is past, clearly. It's not current and it's not future. But it feels as if someone goes to, like, there's a breakfast and then when they leave, there's an accident. And someone either then ends up in the emergency room or the hospital, or just make sure you hang on to that, keep it with you. I could be wrong that it could be like lunch, but I don't think so. I think it's breakfast. And is your son named after somebody?
He is, yes.
I just heard them say, just make sure you validate that the name passed down, which is for spirit, Melinda. I'll tell you, and everybody else who's listening, is that's probably one of the biggest highlights of spirit when they know or they validate that a younger generation has their name or someone's name in spirit. That means the world to them. I never realized that I knew that until I started doing a lot of readings. And Melinda, who's buying something, or I can see someone signing a legal document.
I just purchased a home.
Car, a house.
I just purchased a home.
Hey,
Thank
Congratulations.
you.
I love that. And I love that how everybody in spirit is not only just want to validate that, but they're all applauding, just applauding. When I asked you about the breakfast thing, it was a guy. It happened to a guy, and he smoked. Some smoker. Like, your dad is here or crossed, Melinda?
My dad is here, unless it's my father-in-law, because my father-in-law was at work early in the morning, but he wasn't at breakfast, and he had a stroke, and then he went to the
Oh.
ER, but I don't know if that's what it is.
Yeah, Melinda, that's exactly what it is. Why they give me
Okay.
breakfast is just telling me that it was early in the morning because that's when you eat
Yeah.
breakfast. So I knew you knew it, and I'm so glad that you figured it out. So, and is your father-in-law still here?
Yes, he is.
I thought so. Wow, just know that everybody in spirits just bringing that up, especially on his side, just to give that validation about how much they did to make sure he was okay and how much they helped him. And I don't know. I'm sure you know this, but everybody on your husband's side loves you, even ones that have not met you. Just adore you. I shouldn't even say love, adore you, which
Mhm.
is pretty amazing. Someone also keeps talking about and your mom is here too, Melinda?
My mom is still living, yes.
There's somebody that's got a voice that's someone listens to someone's voice that's crossed. There's someone's got like a voicemail or an old someone just watched an old recording. I don't know if this is connected to you or your
Yes.
husband. Who is that?
Yeah, it's, well, like my grandmother, even my cousin Delia, who passed away, we often will watch videos of them, just
Wow.
to kind of bring back memories.
I love that. And know that here they are again, just giving you these big warm hugs and how much they love you. But I got to tell you something, Melinda, with that purchase of your house, everybody in the world connected to you in spirit, like all your lineage was all there. I mean, I'm telling you, everybody was there just screaming and so proud and happy, and that you accomplished that. I mean, that's such a big deal to them, and they want to make sure I share that with you. So, how wonderful is that?
It's amazing.
Yes. So, Melinda, I got to take a break because I'm at that time. Thank you so much for calling. I'm going to leave you with a lot of love, and I hope you have a great, great night.
Thank you so much, Stephen. Good night.
Thanks, Melinda. Bye bye, and we'll be right back. Elix. And welcome back to Through the Static. This is Stephen the Medium, and I am here with Coach Elix, who is by my side, the handsome Puerto Rican. And just to let you know that there is an open line, so which never happens. If you're interested, 508-222-1320. If that line is still open, you can call and get a reading. Did you hear Courtney and Melinda's readings? They're amazing, you know. So, all right, let me go to the next caller. Hi, this is Stephen. Who's this?
Jen.
Hi, Jen. This is when you're supposed to say, "Hi, Stephen. How are you?" No, Jen, I'm kidding. I also love your energy. This is the phone call. This is the day of the calls of beautiful energy. I love your energy. Jen, wow, you got a lot going on. You know, Jen, you're as soon as I tune into your energy, I can see I see auras all the time, and your energy, your essence is very complicated. And what I mean by that is that you're very connected, and you don't know how connected you are. So just make sure you hang on to that. A sister? Do you have a sister?
I do.
I don't know. There's a sister in spirit. I keep hearing sister-in-law. I don't know if this is your generation, if like it's your mother's generation, but there's a Jen. Who's Barbara or Bob or the B name connected to you, either living or crossed? Either one, it could be. But there's a really, really strong Brian or Bobby or Barbara. It's the woman that crossed, that stepping forward, that's here for you. She died really, like, very, very young. Like, did anyone have a miscarriage connected to you, like very close to you?
Not close to me. I mean, I did, but
Well, that would be really close to you. That would be you. As if you have 2 kids or 3 kids.
I have one.
And you only had one miscarriage?
Yeah, she was actually supposed to be a twin, and I lost the other one.
Oh my God, Jen, that's the 3. You know, I couldn't tell 2, 3. So you have one who's living, and how cool is it that you've got these 2 angels with you in spirit that wanted to step forward first, to let you know how much I just keep hearing now, mommy. And Jen, these 2 children, have been, I love what they just said to me. They're the ones actually that told me about, showed me your auras and to tell me how connected you are, which is pretty fantastic. But they're always around you. And did you want to be a teacher, or where's the teaching come in?
I did up until I got pregnant, because I got pregnant my last year of high school.
I thought so. So know that I know this is amazing, but these are your babies. And I'll tell you something, Jen. What is, I think, really amazing about you is that when you experience that opened up these gifts that you most likely would not have had opened up, meaning that part of your soul opened up. And a lot of people go through their whole life and don't even realize that so much of their soul is closed. It's just a great, beautiful way that everybody in spirit. Oh, and a dad or a grandfather. There's a dad. Is your dad still here, Jen? Oh, he is, right?
Yes, he is.
I thought so. I just heard I think it's a grandfather. Is your father's father crossed?
Yes.
So just know, and he just said Elizabeth or Edward. Who's the E?
I mean, Elizabeth is my middle name, and then my dad's middle name is Ernest.
Wow. Double validation. I love it, Jen. And you know what? That's also reflective, extremely reflective. And make sure you get this and absorb this of your energy and how connected you are. That, I need to use a lot of energy, so does spirit. But if I talk to someone who's got a huge amount of energy, it's like, wow, like everyone's coming through. So it's just a beautiful way. Your grandfather just said, well, my granddaughter knows. She knows there's something different about her, like she's connected, but she's figuring it out. Like she's trying to figure it out. And your grandfather stepped forward to say, never ever doubt. If you feel like you got a sign or have a sign or feel someone's around or there's a presence, never doubt that, because it always comes from love, Jen. And your energy in white light is so big that everybody in your, like in just your surrounding family that's in spirit, they're all like, Jen, and they all just want to come to you because they know that somehow, some way you can feel it. And I feel like I'm far away. I feel like I'm in the Philippines. I don't know what this is, Jen. I don't know if somebody was in the military that maybe served somewhere near the Philippines. Or
I mean, my mom's dad was in the military. I just don't know where or what. And his first name is also Ernest.
Wow. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that may be the case, that it's also him stepping forward to let you know, and that it doesn't have to necessarily be the Philippines, but it's somewhere very, very close to that area. And those both grandfathers just said, and I honestly, Jen, do not know what this means, but both these grandfathers just gave me the biggest smile and just looked at you, not me, looked at you and said, there's more to come. So I don't know what that means. Just, and I wish I could give you more specifics, but there's sometimes that Spirit won't give me stuff that we're not supposed to know or I'm not supposed to share. But all I can tell you is that I keep hearing, hold on, there's more to come. There's more to come. Hold on. And your grandpas keep saying, stop the stressing. However that falls for you, Jen, wrap that around you, because it's beautiful. It's good. It's really good. So keep that with you, okay?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And I'm going to leave you with that. Jen, you have a great, great night and lots of love to you.
Thank you. You too.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Is there another caller? No, I'll take a caller now. Thank you, though, Mark. Thank you. Hi, this is Steven. Who's this?
Hi, this is Kate.
Hi, Kate. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, too, Kate. Kate, what's the three?
I don't know.
So you're not one of three kids? There's three. I keep hearing three. Kate, then mom or dad, is someone one of three?
No, neither, mom or dad. I'm one of 5.
Okay, so unless sometimes, it doesn't happen a lot, but sometimes if there's 5 kids, they may do, if there's 3 girls or 3 boys, they may separate it like that. I don't know. Or
Okay.
it could be, what was that?
Oh, I just said okay. Yeah, no, there's 4 girls and 1 boy.
Yeah, so or it could be March, the 3. There's a huge 3 number connected to you. I keep seeing it on your forehead. So,
Okay.
just make sure you keep that with you. And it could be like the 3rd of any month, or it could be March, a birthday or anniversary. As a matter of fact, there is someone's anniversary.
Yeah.
It's a big anniversary or a close anniversary. What is this?
My mom and dad's anniversary was this month, on the 20th.
I love that. It's just a couple of days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Everybody just giving that as a big shout out and a big anniversary. Kate, where's the healthcare come in? Who was a nurse or CNA or something healthcare?
My mom's a nurse, or was a nurse, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I guess this isn't really about your parents, Kate. So
Okay.
just giving is I think what this is grandparents stepping forward, just giving a validation for their children. Kate, there's also something with a drowning or somebody with a water issue. And it is not, and I want to make sure I say this, it's never something future, or it happened, or it happened a long time ago, or it could be somebody had a boating or a water accident that they couldn't, because I keep feeling like I'm going under and I can't get back up. And I can't tell if they're in spirit or they're here. But Kate, think back a number of years ago to like kids, like a neighborhood kid, and I could be wrong. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I just said yeah. No, I'm trying to think, but nothing's coming to mind.
And it also could be like mom or dad's generation too, but somebody is in a pool or a pond or a bathtub and somebody slips under the water. And it is,
Oh,
I can see it as clear as possible. And the more I tune into it, the more I feel like it's like a tub that
yeah.
someone slips or someone turns their head for a
I
second.
Well, my mom recently fell in the tub, but she didn't drown in the tub, but she fell and the water came at her. Could it
That
be
could,
that? And that would
yes.
relate to the nurse.
Yeah, that
And
that would definitely be it because
stuff.
I mentioned, Kate, I couldn't tell whether the person it was in spirit or here.
Yeah,
But yeah, just again, it's just it's all about your parents. I'm telling you, Kate.
yeah.
So it's just
Well, my
it's
dad's no longer here.
wow. So I'm
Yeah.
and is he the G or J, like the John or Jim, George?
No.
So wait a minute. So he just said to me, looked at me, and said, "Yes." Is his name? Does his first or middle name like pass down?
His middle name is passed down. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, when I hear Ja, I either it's a G or J name, or it means junior, meaning the name's passed down. Your
Yeah.
father's got tears in his eyes, staring at you right now, Kate, and just said how proud he is of you, and also just said money, money. Did someone have a business?
No. No.
Well,
He had his family had a business, a ski business.
yeah, I thought there was a business somewhere, but he keeps pointing to you and saying money. This money
Okay.
either that's come or it's coming. I I,
Yeah.
I don't know. You understand that?
Yep. I do understand that.
And Dad knows too. Kate, he's watching everything, so he just
Yeah.
wants to make sure, and just also to make sure that you know that he's around and everybody else is around. And I gotta finish because I gotta take a break. Kate, thank you so much
Okay.
for letting me do this.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Lots of love to you. Bye
Bye.
bye. And we will be right back. And welcome back to Through the Static. If anyone could hear what goes on backstage on these breaks, I think that's really where the magic happens, especially when you're dealing with Elix. I'm telling you. But let me just go to the next caller. Hi, this is Steven. Who's this?
Hi, Stephen. This is Linda.
Hi, Linda. Linda. Where's the S name come in? Like Steven?
Well, my nephew Stephen just got married this weekend.
Oh, I love that, Linda. I love how they're starting with that. All your loved ones just want to just give a validation and a celebration. You know, I thought it was my name, but I wasn't really sure. So just know that everybody in spirit that's connected to this family were there. And Linda, is your mother crossed?
Yes, she is.
She just came, sometimes I can't tell mother, grandmother, but I can tell what your mother. She just came next to me and said, I'm her mom. And I'm like, okay. She's very, very excited about getting to talk to you, and she's always around you. You know, Linda, your mother keeps talking about a bouquet or a carnation or a flower arrangement. Did you ever remember somebody drying flowers or keeping a flower from somewhere?
Yes, actually, my daughter has a flower, a rose, from when she passed away, and it's dried.
And this is your daughter?
Yes, my daughter kept one of the roses.
Wow, I love that your mom wants to bring that up as a validation. Your mother keeps showing me like a purse or a wallet. Well, was she like a big purse person?
No.
I was going to say, even when I heard you, I'm like, no, that's not it then. So let me tell you then, it's one of two things. Either she's a purse person, and if she's not, or I just, heard everybody in spirit say the pocketbook, like the old label pocketbook. But then if that's not the case, your mom keeps talking about something in someone's purse, or it feels like someone carries a prayer card, or there's something.
Yeah, I kept prayer cards from her, and I have one in my wallet and suitcases when I travel and everything.
I love it, Linda. So just know that your mom knows everything about Linda, just saying. And she wants to give that as a validation about how much she loves you. She also just is very adamant to make sure she honors you as the daughter that you are, because she just said to me, Stephen, my daughter is really one of the most compassionate, like empathetic individuals you'll ever meet, and that she's just so proud of you. But there's also a dad. Is your dad also in spirit?
Yes, he is.
So he just wants to make sure. And I also keep hearing the G or J name, John or Jim or George or.
My father's name is Jim.
I got it. So know that he just wanted to yell out his name and let you know that he's here also. Both of them walk on the side of you, and somebody had a job that needed clearance. Your father just said to me, talk about the job that needed clearance. Like, I don't know if this is a police officer or like some kind of like a teacher maybe need like a background check. Somebody, but it feels like healthcare. Linda, who's connected to healthcare to you, or was? Is it
No.
Like it could be pharmaceutical, it could be dental, but there's something healthcare that I'm asking, like what is your father talking about? And the more I tune into it, it feels as if somebody worked for the state or the city.
Oh, I worked for the state.
Oh, that's it. I just said to your father, you made me go all the way around that, like, and give me all this stuff, and he was laughing. So it's you. I got it. Just, again, it's just a beautiful validation to let you know that dad, mom are with you. They're around you. And just, you're another one, Linda, that is, maybe you know this, but you're very, very connected. And your father just said, watch the birds. Anything with wings, watch. He connects birds, butterflies, dragonflies, anything, Linda, that has wings, just make sure you keep an eye out for them, because you'll notice if it doesn't resonate with you, you'll notice some very odd things with like birds either flying near you or just staring at you. Is not something that you've seen before?
Well, this week, you know how you see a cardinal and someone that's visiting?
Yes.
This week I saw two cardinals together.
Wow. And isn't it amazing too that then here comes your reading and your mom and dad are here?
Yes. And actually, you know, calling you, there was some kind of strange connection because I called on the radio and it said to press number 1, and then it was going to hang up on me, and I pressed 1. You're on my phone and my radio. And I listened to the whole conversation of the person before, listened to the intermission, and then you came right on.
Wow. Well, it must be your mom and dad, Linda. So, you know, I always tell people that you'd be completely in shock and in awe of what spirit can accomplish and what they can do. And I always tell people not always, but I try to remember that when I do this radio show, the people that get through are the people that are supposed to get through, and they always have help from spirit. So your mom and dad needed for you to get here and to come through, and that's how this worked. And 5, something is, I don't know if this is 5 kids or May, something anniversary, birthday, but your mother keeps saying 5. So
my mother passed in May, and I was close to her.
Who was that? Who passed?
My mother's mother passed in May.
Oh, so your grandmother, got it. It's a great way that she's stepping forward, and she keeps giving me the C or K name, like Chris or Kathy or Kevin. It may not be hers, but something.
My mother's name was Chris.
Wow.
Mother was
Wow. Wow. It's pretty, it's just, they're hell bent on making sure that, Linda, it's your mom, it's your dad, your grandmother, and everybody else. So I'm going to leave you with that, Linda. Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you, Stephen.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Lots of love to you, Linda. Bye-bye. And that wraps up this show, Elix. What do you want to tell people?
What I want to tell people is that I would love for them to tune in Friday at 1 p.m., Get a Grip with Coach Elix. This Friday, I'm going to have my friend, my colleague, my client, Dr. Jonathan Bradford, who is going to be talking about his men's health program. It's all about mental, physical well-being, holistic way of taking care of yourself.
And focused on men.
Focus on men. So if you don't have to be a man to listen. If you have a loved one, a husband, a boyfriend, a brother, a son, this is an opportunity for you to listen, because you may gain a lot of insight that will help you support the men that you love in your life.
I love that, Elix. I love it because it's also something that you don't hear a lot, like something like this that focuses on guys, and and I think, as you just mentioned, it has to be just as relevant to their girlfriends or wives or sisters or mothers or whoever's listening to it. So, it's a great thing. It's sort of like the cosmetic industry. It took a while, and it's still moving forward with guys taking care of their skin, and it's just not something that you think about a lot, and you just think of women, and it's all focused on women. So I think this is going to be a really great show, and it sounds like it's going to be a very interesting show.
Yeah, well, often men suffer or struggle in silence because they're uncomfortable sharing what it is that they're going through. So this is a great opportunity. Dr. Bradford, as a physician, he's a urologist by background. He's learned that there's a whole lot else going on and a whole lot of other ways to support men, so that they don't have to struggle in silence.
Well, I'll tell you, you've got a great show coming up, and your past couple of shows. Your shows are always great, but the greatest thing is that, go to, we both have podcasts. Both of these shows, mine and yours, are on, various media outlets that you can listen to podcasts, and you can start listening to them.
Mm-hmm. And anyone listening has an idea for a show, they can just let me know and we can make it happen.
Oh, I do. Can you dedicate a show focused on Stephen the Medium?
Oh, God. Well, Stephen the Medium has his own show to focus on Stephen the Medium, but of course we can make that happen. Oh,
I'd have
Mark.
two. I'd have two in 1 week.
Okay.
How's that?
All right.
How's
move
that?
on,
But
buddy.
listen, so Elix, how can people find you?
At Coach Elix. Anyway.
Coach Elix everywhere. And you can find me, Stephen the Medium, everywhere. And I want to just thank everybody that called in. Courtney and Melinda and Jen and Kate and Linda. I sound like the romper room. I want to say hi to Bobby and Fred and Jim with the thing in front of my face. Some people may not even know what the hell I'm talking about, but in any case, thank you for letting me do this. And did you know, before I end, did you know when I finish readings, just like even the radio show, everyone that's come through, I'll use Linda because Linda was my last caller with her mom and dad. I will take a second to thank them, and I high five all the spirit to let them know thank you for letting me do this, and thank you for giving me the honor to be the channel for your loved ones. I don't think I've ever shared that with people.
I don't think so. That's awesome.
Yeah. So, all right. So we will be back Friday at 1:00. I am Elix's co-host. We swap positions, and then next Wednesday I'll be back for Through the Static. So everybody, thank you, Mark, for producing the show, and everybody have a great week, and we will see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.